How's it going? Um, I want to talk about something I've been thinking about for a while, and well, it's been on my mind a lot. So I thought I'd just get it out like this, I guess. So it has to deal with pretty much secrets. I remember 4 years ago, I told a person a deep, dark secret that haunts me, that I think about, if not every day, every week. And I just wanted to talk about that. I'm not gonna say what it was. I just want to say what the effects were really. So pretty much was well, just think about your deepest, darkest secret that you wouldn't want to tell nobody at all. Their secret that still pains you, even though it happened so long ago, over 10 years ago, and you never want to tell nobody that secret ever, because you're scared of what they might do, how they'll look at you differently if you just spoke it into existence. And that's pretty much what happened to me. Me and this person, we were telling each other very personal stuff, and I really, really wanted to trust her. I just really wanted to trust her with my information. I was just trying to find a way, any way to open myself up. I didn't want to say it. I really haven't. I've only told one other person this secret, and it's and I really don't want to tell nobody else. We was talking amongst each other, just getting real personal with each other. We've been going out for some time, and I thought it was okay to tell her the secret. I definitely, I definitely thought that when I said it, when I told her the secret, that nothing would change. I was hoping nothing would change. I was really expecting nothing to change because I really wanted to trust her with this information. And it was hard for me to say. It was really hard because I was crying a lot, bawling my eyes out. I did not want to tell anybody this thing that I've kept inside of me for so long. I just wanted to trust somebody with the secret. So she tells me her stuff. Then I fight myself. I fought myself to tell her this. And the whole time I'm telling her, explaining everything and what's going on, I'm not looking at her. I didn't want to look at her until it was all done. I was looking down, looking around everywhere but her face and her eyes. And I crying, bawling my eyes out. And finally, I'm done. I'm sobbing, just quietly crying now. And I think I want to see what her reaction was to it. So I look up at her face, and it was definitely a face of uncertainty. I I thought I definitely made a mistake because I was like, it's definitely a face of uncertainty, so I definitely made the wrong choice on her. Now I see that she's looking at me differently, very differently. And we both don't say anything, and say, I say something like, well, like, what do you think? Or, or something like that. I don't know. And she asked me the questions that she asked. It was more like a simple yes or no question at the end of it with this uncertainty on her face. And I said, I answered no. And she said, okay, and left it alone. And I was like, okay, so she probably doesn't look at me different. She probably doesn't look at me different at all. I was hoping, at least. She didn't say nothing about it ever at all. She just moved on to the next topic, I guess. And I always held that face in my mind, like, what was that face of uncertainty? And I finally did get my answer when we were arguing, and I don't remember what we were arguing about. Actually, I do. I was like, I think it was about probably probably breaking up or something, about stress or something, about I don't I really don't remember what it was. I don't remember how we got to there. I don't remember what it was. It was something small. It was always something small, but at the time it seemed so big. And I remember looking at her in her face and thinking, like, look at her in her face and thinking that this is something major, and we just don't need to deal with this right now. And her exact words, word for whatever I said, was, who would want to be with you after the things you told me? And then my mind shot right back to that face, that uncertainty face. And I I was shocked. I was taken aback. I was legit hurt because that's one thing I never wanted to happen. When I tell someone a secret or something personal or just something that hurt me, the last thing I would want is for it to be thrown in my face. And I know other people wouldn't want it either. But she said it. I don't know what face I made. I know it wasn't anger. It was like more or less like a realization. Like I was like, oh, okay. So that's where that comes in. Where that comes into play, where you took that information that I had and you basically want to use it against me. I knew right then and there I couldn't trust her anymore. I was hurt, emotionally really hurt, because I really told her that in confidence, and It just got thrown back in my face. Like I didn't know how else to deal with that situation other than just to be like, well, that's true. That's the end of the conversation.